Alright, what's going on, guys? Here we're going to be making a little bit of a commentary about the Vandal, my first thoughts, and this is going to basically be my review. But currently I'm making this video due to the fact that SOE kind of screwed us over on the lib update and everything is broken, and I'm a little bored and pissed off right now, so I decided to just make a video. Now, I did get a new mic, so it may sound a little different, but... So I'm going to stay off my thoughts on the Vandal really quickly right now, so if you don't want to, you don't have to watch the entire video. I will go into detail why I like the weapon so much and how I use it in the rest of the video, but currently I'm just going to say what I think. I think this gun is amazing. It's a great weapon at medium ranges, and it can easily, well, it can't easily, it can still hold its own in short to long ranges. It slacks a little bit in long ranges, but in short ranges, you got that little better hipfire for some reason. It helps me out for that hipfire because I hipfire my enemies down. But that's just me. But my first thought, well, my thoughts concluded, is I really do like this weapon. Now, the first thing I'm going to go over is the ADS speed. Basically, it's 0.75, I think. What that means is that you have a 0.75 side to side. When you're aiming down sights, you can strafe side to side faster. Basically, is what that means. Now, that helps me a lot with gunning down in 1v1 situations, because this gun, that's possibly the one thing it slacks in, is 1v1 situations. And I found myself either losing those or winning those, and when I do lose those, about 50% of the time it leaves the enemy at like 1 bar health, so it does kind of get on your nerves a little bit, but that's one thing to look over the weapon. Now, in that strafing, basically how it helps you is that your target misses more bullets, so it kind of helps you there to get more bullets on your target so you can kill them and them not kill you. And also, one tip I want to throw out there: always, if you're unless you're like in close range, always, if you're in 1v1 situations, always strafe left and right. And also crouch up and down, because that makes them miss even more bullets. I have lost gunfights because some enemies were actually smart enough to crouch in a 1v1 situation, and I was a heavy assault and I lost that. That was kind of sad. But just, that's one tip. Always try to crouch up and down if you can in 1v1 situations with the Vandal, because it really does help them miss bullets, and it helps you survive, I guess you could say. Now, I'm going to try to take these as sections at a time. So first, obviously, I've started off with close range. One thing I do like about the Vandal, for some reason, I feel like I can spam it. If I have to, I feel like I can spam it more than the other scout rifles. I think they're scout rifles, right? Yeah. I can spam it more than the other scout rifles for some reason. I feel like I can. And that just helps you a whole lot more in panic situations, which I get a lot of panic situations. So I'll start spamming. And with the, I will go ahead and mention I'm using the underboss. I think I started out with the Commissioner, but I switched to the underboss because I found myself having to sometimes finish off targets, and sometimes I needed a higher rate of fire in CQC situations, so I used the underboss and not the Commissioner. This is like the only time I have ever used a underboss before in like consistent. I have used it consistently. There you go. And continuing with the topic of close range combat, the Hipfire is much better than the other scout rifles, and I find that for some reason it helps me a lot. It's like I hipfire heavies down actually, because normally I use the night vision scope actually with the Vandal. I really should be using 1x scope in towers and stuff, like I was using it. I really should be using 1x scope, but I was using night vision. But with night vision, I can't really ADS and shoot at a target because it's very difficult to track them for some reason for me. So I would just hipfire them or switch to the underboss and pop off a couple shots at them and kill them. But that's just me. You probably should be using the 1x scope for towers and CQC situations, but I was indeed using the night vision. You can use it if you want to, but I'm going to suggest the 1x scope for CQC. Now, medium ranges. This is where this gun really shines for me for some reason. Also, you'll see, I just watched over the gameplay a little bit. I was on a 15 kill streak, I think, and I ran out of ammo. That's kind of funny. Because I like almost never run out of ammo with scout rifles because I normally die. I don't know what's up with the Vandal, man. It's just amazing for me. But medium ranges, this gun is super good. I don't know why, it's just me. But no. I will go into detail why I like this weapon at medium ranges, and we'll do that now. Now the Vandal is going to do a max damage of 335 damage at 15 meters, and a minimum damage of 280 at 75 meters. Now this is equal to, I think, every single scout rifle off the top of my head. Let me check it in Google Docs. Yes, it is exactly the same. Now, I'm not going to go over the recoil because I'll tell you later why I'm not going over it, but this is basically the stat segment of the weapon, I guess you could say. Now, the short reload is 2.6 seconds, and the long is 3.5 seconds. Now, that is considerably, I'd say considerably longer than the other scout rifles, but I find with the mag size of 15, which is, it's 12, isn't it? 12, 13, 14, that's 3 more bullets than the others. I feel like some reason, I feel like the 3 more bullets is better than the shorter reload, but that could be just personal preference of me. But the reloads are longer than the other semi-auto scout rifles. I'm not talking about the automatics, I'm talking about the semis. That's just an FYI, the reload is longer. Now the bullet velocity is 520 meters per second, which is considerably longer, wait, would that be longer or shorter? That would be less, there you go. It is considerably less, well, not considerably, once again, it is less. The others have 570, 570, 540, and the Vandal goes down to 520, which is pretty low for a scout rifle, well, for my taste. Now, but I do find myself getting really good kills with medium range. Now, I think it's a 2-shot headshot, personally, I think. It could be 3 shots. But if you do hit the lower chest, or below the chest, I think it's a 4 or 5 shot kill. Depends if they have no, what's it called, Nana, or can't think of the name now. How can I think of the name? Freaking 1 second. Nanoweave. As soon as I freaking stop recording, it's nanoweave, isn't it? Now you will find yourself leading targets considerable with only 520 meters per second, but I still find this weapon really successful and that medium range. And the max damage and minimum damage obviously is the same, and the reload is a little bit longer, but at medium ranges I really don't think the reload is going to come into play that all too much. And the mag size does help with those medium ranges because you can you get 3 extra bullets, which 3 extra bullets can equal a kill if you get headshots, and I think possibly upper chest shots. Now, how do I use this weapon at medium ranges? Is basically I like to get to the flanks of my enemies. I like to, I think you'll see. I'll make sure I put this clip up next. There's a hill line, and I try to get to the side of the hill line to get them from their sides, because I really don't want to be shooting at these guys from the front. I mean, that does make the muzzle velocity, muzzle velocity, that does decrease it because you don't have to be leading that much from their side, but I do like to get to their side because it helps me pick off enemies easier, and really they don't notice me. Now, suppressing the weapon at the range I was in this clip, I promise you, I'll put it right now. At the range I was in, I think you could pull off a suppressor, but any other ranges longer than the one that I was in, I really don't think the suppressor would be liable, because the meters per second currently is really too low for a suppressor. So I feel like you really do need to be not using the suppressor at longer ranges that you'll be seeing right now. Now, one more thing to go over in medium ranges is tap firing. You absolutely have to tap fire this thing in medium range, and including long range, because it's just, you can't spam it in medium. It's not going to work, and that's the reason why I didn't even put the recoil, because I highly suggest you use tap fire this thing in medium ranges, because it helps your aim out a lot, and it decreases the amount of bullets you have to put out in range, and it decreases the chance that an enemy spots you or even looks at their minimap and sees how many bullets or sees where you are. That's one tip that I'm going to suggest for basically medium and long range, is always tap fire the Vandal. Now, long ranges is just not, really, you can pull it off. It's very difficult to pull it off though, but it's just not gonna, it's not going to be that easy too, because the muzzle velocity is super, well, it's not super low, it is low. 520 meters per second is not that high for long ranges. I think it was like 100-ish, 150-ish meters. I was having to lead a target way too much. And you're not even going to see it in here because I couldn't even kill a guy. As soon as I got into that like 50-ish to 70-ish meters, I could kill him. Now these meters may be off. I'm just going off guessing. I'm guessing the meters that I was in those situations, it may be different, but that's just my guess. I'm not one to plan out things very much. I mean, this is like the first time I actually went to freaking stat sheet on Google, so give me a thumbs up for that. But back to long range. Just if you can avoid it, don't go in long ranges. It can pull it off. The gun can pull it off if you're skillful enough, but it's just you're not going to be getting consistent kills as you will in short to medium ranges. So that will be concluded. That will be the conclusion of long range. Try to avoid it, but if you have to, you can pull it off in a pinch. And that is going to conclude my thoughts and review of the NS Vandal. I forgot the other prefix of it, but the Vandal basically. Really good, very strong at close to medium ranges. Not the best at long ranges, but it can pull it off in a pinch. So that is going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoy, and please pray to the man up there that SOE will fix the stupid lib update, because currently it's screwed up. This video may even go out after it's fixed, but you know. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Peace out.